Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So what's up, Luke? Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Likewise, likewise. So how's it going, brother?
It's going pretty good. I just got prop stream today. Started the 7 day free trial. So
Okay. Okay. How far are you so far, especially, in the journey? Did you just have you
I was just I was just looking at it and I saw some pre foreclosures on prop stream and I communicated with them about it. They didn't hit me back yet, but
yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice. Well, it's just a start. What's going on, bro?
yep.
Talia.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, yesterday I went to call Jeremy, but I was all in the hospital. My whole left side like swelled up
No
from my
way.
ear down to my neck. Yeah, so I was gonna call him, and I was picking up my phone to like call him right there, but that shit hurt. So
Nice. Okay. No. Are you feeling
I
better?
called him
What
a couple
happened?
times today. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They tested me for a crap ton. I think it was just stress. Like everything just hit me, and like
Yeah.
when I get no sleep and everything hits, it's like downfall.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Well, hopefully you're feeling better now and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah,
All right, sounds
I
good.
called him today and he didn't answer. Called him
Okay.
a couple times.
We keep it going. I was gonna say, like, worst comes to worst, that contract that we have with them, it's still valid, you know what I mean? It's not like we backed out of it or anything like that, so it's still good. So if worst comes to worst, and if he's talking about taking another offer for 45 or something like that, you let him know, like, hey, we're still in a legitimate contract right now. So you'd have to wait until this thing expires, or for me to actually void it out. So just let him
Oh,
know about that too. But yeah, let's start off with gratitude. Super, super grateful for all the growth this year already. We got like five properties under contract. We're set to buy a triplex right now, and I'm actually learning new development. So as I learn about that now in that stage of my real estate journey, I'll share everything with you guys as well, and we can move on forward. Um, I was actually Luke. I was actually just talking about a current deal that we're doing, me and him right now. So we will JV if there's anywhere I need to possibly like even jump in to just rescue or dive in. I could always do that too. And we're here. I'm here just to help you guys succeed in any way I possibly can. So just let me know. But yeah, I'm super, super grateful for this community, food, water, the whole nine yards, and just to be here healthy and ready to rock and roll. Uh,
All right.
Lee, you want to go next?
I'm grateful for this community because, like, I think this brought me to a whole nother level. Um, and again, just family. That's always like God and family. I guess that's not the only thing.
Love it, love it, Luke.
I'm grateful for family too. Family's big.
Yeah,
Family's everything. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for being able to contact with you guys, having Wi-Fi, you know.
that's
And
awesome.
yeah,
Nice, nice. Yeah, gratitude is super, super, super important, man. It's the only thing that helped me keep going on and on and on, even on like month seven when I was like finally about to get a deal. I was literally about to like give up, but I was just super grateful for what I have in the moment. And it made me not like compare myself to other people's situations where they already got it set now, you know? So if you're just grateful for everything you have, you're just a happier, more, likable person to be even around. Um, Also, gratitude is one of the biggest things that helped me get agent outreach deals. So most investors, they look at, these deals being presented to them from most wholesalers and agents, and they look at this and they'll be like, what is this garbage? Throw it off and they'll be like, hey, don't bring me that garbage no more. Instead of doing that, I would just be like, oh, well, this is where this deal is not good. This is what I would need it to be at. Well, hey, bro, thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you so much for bringing that deal to me. Keep bringing more. So like that's how I'm like, gratitude changed me. And then instead of like even looking at bad deals and like getting pissed off, I'll just be like super happy. I'll be super grateful that they're even bringing me anything, you know? And then that just compounds. And then Like if it's a bad deal, now you're educating this other person, and you're showing them that they're appreciated, and they start bringing you back deals. Now you start training them. You build that relationship more and more. So that's just like a couple of ways that gratitude helped me out, but there's a million other ways that it could do so many wonders for you too. So that's
Today I was today I was thinking about wholesaling. Like, dude, I just can't wait to quit the 9 to 5 and like I could do full time. And then I was
yeah,
scrolling through TikTok before this, and I seen you posted the TikTok. I was like, I just made 90 grand and get like 5 checks. And I'm like, yeah, there's a way. You
a
just
hundred
gotta keep
percent,
going.
bro. Always. I was actually talking to my lender about development. And I was actually talking to another person um, that I met through TikTok, and he's also like, he's into wholesale. He just got his second deal done, and he's doing his own thing. But he was talking, and I was telling him about how I'm about to go into development. But at the end of the day, I was telling him how, like, wholesale, I'm making good money now from wholesale, but it's just a lot of legwork over and over again, a lot of stress, right? Um, and then like there's always levels to this. Like you go on and on. I was telling him that no matter what happens, no matter what I do, I'm always going to keep the wholesale operation always active. I built this thing ground up. It took me a long time, and it's literally like it's like the sun. All the planets revolve around my wholesale operation. So all the planets are the different businesses that I have, but they all are like powered by my wholesale operation. You know, so everything, from me borrowing money, raising capital, to me buying properties, to me fixing and flipping, it's only possible because of wholesale for me. That was my way into wholesale. I mean, into real estate. And then just because I'm good at finding deals, even when it's time to find deals for myself, now I have a means to do that, and I have found great deals without having any middleman in the way. So I make like giant spreads because of that, if that makes sense. So yeah, no matter what, like wholesale, it's always going to be like my backbone for everything. Until like one day I could possibly just like get up and sell the entire thing for a few $1 million or something like that. But
Right.
yeah, if you're just working the entire operation just yourself, it's easily possible to do 1 or 2 deals on just yourself and like maybe an assistant or something that you hire, or a couple of cold callers or something like that. But 1 to 2 deals a month by yourself, super, super possible. 10 to 20K a month, super, super possible. There's just I don't know if you guys know what's his name? Tyson Smith. He made like a video on Instagram or YouTube or
One of
something.
my favorites.
He said that like there was like a few thousand people just last month that got foreclosed on, you know? And it's crazy to think of that. A few thousand people got foreclosed on. You could have had at least 1 or 2 of those people that got foreclosed on, and you could have reached out to them earlier than they actually got sent to the auction. Those are thousands of wholesale deals that were just missed by not enough wholesalers out there. So I know there's like a lot of people talking about, oh, this thing is saturated. This business is just like too many people in it. It doesn't matter how many people come in. There's only going to be the 1% that actually make money. There's only 1% of all the people that are willing to actually put their heart into this and grind. Because like this crap is not easy. It's not for the weak. This thing's for like warriors. Because you're literally going out there and you fight and you fight and you fight and you fight. The whole world tries to kick you down, and you're literally fighting for the deal. So, but for the people that are like built different for this and can just weather the storm and keep going, there's so much money. Like there's unlimited taps of money in this. Especially once you do a few deals and you have marketing capital. Now you can actually automate things. You could buy systems, you could buy processes, you could build things because now you actually have capital to spend. Uh, and then it turns into a machine. Then you get like motivated people reaching you. You get like other people bringing you deals. Like you just closing, and you get paid literally just to be on the phone. So yeah, Luke, where are you as right now? I know you just said you bought PropStream and you started pulling some lists, right?
Well, yeah, I bought PropStream and I was looking at the pre-foreclosures like you were talking about earlier, and I reached out to a couple people. There's only 2 people around in Eau Claire. I don't know if you know where Eau Claire is. It's in Wisconsin. There's
Okay.
only like 2, 3 people and that are like being foreclosed on. So I was communicating it to them, and they still haven't reached back to me. So I'll give them a call tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. It was your deal, right?
But
That I looked at the one that was on market.
no, no, that
No.
was a completely different one.
Okay. Yeah, but that was yours? No, or
No, no.
no?
I just wanted to get your insight on if it was a deal worth going for or not.
Okay. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah. So typically you can find deals on market too. It's just very, very, very slim chances of you actually finding decent deals on the market, from my experience.
Right.
So like my first 3, 4 months into real estate, I was just looking at Zillow and like on market stuff, and I started like discovering expired listings. You should
Mhm.
definitely go after expired listings as well. My first ever deal came from an expired listing. Um, so this lady literally got played around 3 whole times and contracts canceling 3 times. And she was trying to sell her house for like 7 months. And so like, when we finally came in, I sold her house in 7 days. A little bit under 7 days, but it was like the fastest sale that we've ever made. Um, and it was a crazy, crazy nice deal. A hedge fund bought it off of us like this. And so long story short, stay off market, a lot less competition, right? And then you could actually like, since you're the one of the few people only talking to her or him, the seller,
Mhm.
you actually have a lot of leverage to pull them down on their price. Because
Right.
there's a lot of things we can negotiate, but price is not one of them. And I just straight up like, try to make it as clear as possible to them. Hey, look, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. I'll even clean the freaking house for you. I'll help you find another place. I'll help you get some people all the property that you have, like personal items. Help them in any kind of way. We'll get ready to make it super convenient for them. But the price is
Right.
something that I'm not going to play around with, because that's the only thing that we're not going to do. Like our service is not the best price. Our service is the speed and convenience. So from the get go, I tell them like before I even get on like more like a second call or anything like that, anything serious, I let them know from the
Right.
gate. If you're looking for the highest and best price on market, that's your realtor is the best way to go. And I asked them. So I don't legit tell them this exact way that I'm telling you guys right now. I just want to explain it. But I'll go ahead and I'll ask them certain questions. I'll strategically speak to them in a way that will actually get that word across to them. So one of the first things I ask is like, why haven't you listed the property? And it'll uncover so much pain, and you'll actually get their motivation out of them. You know,
Right.
like why didn't you just conduct this sale like the traditional way already? You know, and then I move on forward. Because some people they'll just say like, oh, what's getting you to sell? Everyone's asking that. You wanna like actually differentiate yourself from everyone else. Um, so yeah, as far as right now, you're taking on pre-foreclosure listings. I mean leads from
Yeah.
PropStream. You skip tracing right on
Yes.
PropStream or
Yes.
okay.
Skip trace.
Here's the software you can use. Titan Skip. My buddy owns the company. They're like way, way, way cheaper than PropStream. So you can pull the lists from PropStream. You grab all this data, and then you go to Titan Skip, and then skip trace there. You're gonna maximize your money because when you start like mass calling, you're gonna want like pull 5, 10,000 records, and you skip trace all those on PropStream. So now, yeah, let's do the math real quick. It's like 12 cents a lead to skip trace on PropStream. Let's just say if you're doing,
So you can actually pull leads from PropStream.
yeah, that's what PropStream's about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you like $1,200 to skip trace those properties from PropStream. So what I would do is just go on Titan Skip and then skip trace like a ton of data there. Or you could even go on kindskip.com or something like that.
Okay.
It's like Kindskip or something. They do 10,000 records for $300. So
Okay.
that way like you get a
Yeah,
yeah
I
a
did
mass
a long time ago. I still got like 5,000 left that I haven't pulled still.
batch. Yeah. And you know what, Luke? You could even like pair up with other, people in the community. That's like the beautiful
Right.
part about this community. It's like, there's not too many people that show up on the lives other than like, me and Talia, and we're basically like always on here. But you should definitely network with other
I
people.
don't miss it at all. I
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't see the value. Um, you get to literally sit here and
So
see anything that's going on.
so so when I look at PropStream and I look at the foreclosures, it says equity is high. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a great thing. So
That's a
you
great
want
thing. Oh,
for high equity, right? Like if these people,
right.
so what does equity mean?
It's how much you have gained through the property ownership, like how much
Yeah.
you've put in.
Yeah, so how much money that you have of your own that's basically just, sitting in there in that property, right?
Right.
More money that they have in that property. So like the more it's paid off, the better. Why? Because now you can go lower on your price, right? Any money that
Right.
they put to the bank, they're gonna have to go ahead and ditch out at close, right?
Right.
And if you can go ahead and even find properties that are 100% like 100% equity, but they have like a ton of other pains, like they have tax liens, um, meaning like they can't pay the taxes on time. They have code violations, meaning like I don't know, their trees overgrown, their bushes are all overgrown, their roof is halfway broken, and like they're not doing anything about it. Stuff like that. Divorces, people even going into jail, um, and then like missing out on payments, stuff like that. Inherited properties, um, all kinds of stuff. But the more
Right.
equity that you got in there, the better for cash deals, right? For there's like other different methods as far as like exit strategies go, like sub two, seller finance, novations, where that might be a little different, right? Um,
Right.
where you might want like the other way around. But for us, for our sake, it's cash. We want as much equity in these deals as possible so we can work them down, right? Because there's like a funny meme. People call us equity thieves, So it's like the more equity you got, the better for us, right? Because everything's
Right.
paid off. And then let's say if there's like a ton of like problems in the property or even in the situation, then you can negotiate, and they have something to negotiate with now. But if there's not much that, like for example, I just got a lead right now. Uh, Probably like 3, 4 o'clock. I got this lead. A They're like 300 grand on the deal, right? So they owe 300,000. So exact numbers are like 294 or something like that K that they owe to the bank, and their property is worth probably like 290. They overpaid for this thing a couple years ago, and
So
now
they're upside down.
they're upside down like crazy, right? So now you can't do anything.
Right.
They got a sub two offer, but their interest rate's at almost 7%. That's even terrible. It's like you can't even do anything as far as sub two goes. Who's gonna want to buy a deal like that? Oh, hey guys, give me 10 grand for this deal that I have that's basically got negative equity and has a 7% interest rate. Like, if I just wanted that, I could just go to the bank and get a deal like that right now. Like that. There's nothing special about that. So it's dead. I can't do anything. I basically tossed that lead out. Um, so for cases like that, if he's missing payments and he's really getting like behind on his payments, then you can start working out loan mods and stuff like that for him to keep the house and just charge him a fee for all your services. You could do that. But I think that's a waste of my time. Like I'm not about to be sitting here trying to help this guy out to make like 2 grand. Like I rather nurture other deals that I have in the pipeline, right? So
Right.
yeah, definitely go for high equity. And even if it's like low equity and they're going to be foreclosed on, you can conduct short sales. Anything like that. As long as they're super motivated in foreclosures, and they're pre-foreclosure, you're good. If you find something that's like super nice as far as motivation goes for the seller, I have a few different short sale experts. I have a friend of mine that she's a real estate agent. She does short sales. She's certified for them. I have another guy that owns a loss mitigation firm. He does tons and tons of short sales. So like worst case scenario, if it's the only thing that's breaking the deal is like the deal not making sense, but they're about to go through foreclosure and no one else being able to do anything, we could do something. We can short the entire mortgage. And then let's say if my buddy's charging me like 5 grand for his services, who cares? We'll make the deal like super fat where we're making like 20 grand. We'll pay him out of that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
bunch of different things that we could do. Um, the most important thing if you're working with any of those kinds of people is that you definitely need a strong buyer at the end that will close and will close fast. Because in those case scenarios, things are super wishy-washy. You never want to like put these people in jeopardy or
Like
make the person that's
like
a
how long is fast though? Like what's your definition of fast close? Like 2 weeks, 4 weeks?
2 weeks fine. Yeah, 4 is way too much. 4 is just wild. Yeah, if you got hard money, then you could close in 2 weeks. That's fine. Faster the better. If you got a buyer that's like complete cash, like he got money just lit it, like literally filling in the bank account, that'd be your best bet. Because you already go ahead and run title and get everything squared away, and then the buyer just has to come in and close. You could even close in a
Right
day or
on.
2 days.
Right
Yeah.
on.
So it all depends. Like you got to have these relationships with your buyers to let them know, like, hey, look, I got this like super hot deal. You know, this is the situation. There's not much time left. If we go ahead and give you like 30 days to inspect, the bank's going to take it. Like, we don't have time. We only have this much time. Can you close it before that time hits? Yes or no? Please don't play around. I want 10 grand non-refundable EMD. Like, I'm so serious, you know? And you talk to them like that, you to let them know exactly how it is. And then you vet these people out. Oh no, this guy sounds like he's a jerk off. He's not serious. Kick him down the road, go to the next person, you know? So,
Right.
because there's a lot of moving parts, you know?
So what would happen if you were wholesaling a house and there was tenants in the house?
Nothing happens. You go ahead and sell
Nothing.
them with tenants. So your buyer pool is going to drastically dwindle down and it's going to be super small now because there's only
Right.
going to be a certain amount of buyers that are being, willing to possibly take the property with a tenant, like with an existing tenant. And two, there are even smaller buyers, like smaller pool of buyers for people that are going to buy the property without looking at it. Sometimes these tenants don't let you inside. Uh,
Okay.
I just took on a duplex right now. It was tenant occupied. One tenant, the other unit was vacant. So one tenant and then one vacant one. The tenant that I did basically inherit, she ended up being like absolutely terrible. Had me change the lock saying that she got robbed. And then now we changed the locks. Now she called the cops on her boyfriend saying that he's like beating her and he broke the freaking door and lock. Stuff like that, ends up happening. So you gotta have like a certain buyer that's like strong enough to take on a deal like that. You know, it's
Right.
just a lot of headaches. I bought last year. I bought a property sight unseen, and we had to inherit a tenant that had 37 cats inside, and was like actually
Yeah.
mentally slow, very very old, and so we had to deal with this crazy lady that was like pooping inside the house everywhere, and we took on a property that needed a lot more work than we expected. Um, and it took like 9 months to turn it around. So stuff like that, it's a hit or a miss. But those deals are gonna be super hard to push unless you find someone that's really motivated to just do another deal.
Did that deal cost you money in the long run though? Because
What do
it took so long. It took you so
yeah,
long to flip.
yeah, we lost money on that one. Yeah, some we
Right.
make
That's
a lot of money, some we lose money on, And this is why some of these buyers won't buy properties like that because it's a big risk. I was just willing to take the
right.
risk on, and that's all. And hey, look, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose like drastically. It was a part
Right.
of a package deal for 3 properties together, and the other 2 properties made up for this bad one. So it was cool, but still not cool. If that makes sense. So.
Right.
Yeah, but we're dealing with one in Michigan right now. One of my buddies found that one, and that one has a tenant inside as well. As long as the tenant is cooperative, then completely fine. There's no deal, like there's no issue at all. We had to get a buyer like walking the place today. The landlord showed up, and the tenant was fine to let everybody walk through the property too. And the landlord even told us, like, hey, look, if we need to deliver the property vacant, I can get her out of there too. So that's how you know it's a really great sign that it's a good tenant. and the tenant's just like super friendly and easy to work with. You know,
Right.
yeah. The
That's
biggest
good.
problem about this whole thing is just going to be finding those deals. And then once you have a few deals like in the pipeline, then you can go ahead and pick and choose. Like, hey, we can just toss this one down. It's not going to be worth the
Right.
hassle. You know,
Right.
so like usually my smallest deals are like the biggest headaches, and the big fat ones where I make a lot of money are like the easiest deals ever. That's like usually always how it turns out. I don't know why, but it's literally the case. Um,
So what deals do you make the most amount of money on though? Like the fix and flips,
wholesales. Wholesales is like
wholesales?
the most money that I make as of right now. Fix and flips take too long and too much risk. Wholesale is
Right.
literally like the golden goose. You know, how much time is it going to take you to do a fix and flip, right? Look, you bought the property, right? The ever since you buy the property, then you have to go ahead and get it cleaned up, and then go through demo. Then you go ahead and find some more contractors to go finish the entire project. All said and done, after possible lead inspections or COs or whatever other inspections you got to do afterwards, it's all going to take time. Let's say 1.5 to 2 months for renovation, and you throw it on the market, and then maybe it sits for 2 months, and you finally get a buyer. So now you're all in for 4 months, right? You finally get a buyer, and he takes a month to 2 months to close. Now you're in 5 to 6 months on a flip, and you end up making 30 grand, or you could even end up taking a loss on it after all that work, which would be just freaking heartbreaking. Like that happened on that crazy Cali deal that I had.
Right.
Or on the other side, you look at the deal and you're like, okay, so you're telling me I can either do all that for 6 months, or I could flip it and get a cash check for 15 grand in my bank account in 2 weeks, and I can go do it all over again. And then I could do it every single month. So by the time that guy ends up on that fix and flip, ends up making 30 grand from one flip, in that time frame, I spent, you know, maybe a quarter of the amount of work that he spent going crazy and losing brain cells. And I just did 7 deals in that 6 month time frame. And I made 7 times more money than he did. You know what I mean? So it's like you're in and out.
Right.
Like in this business or in any business, time is money. So you got to basically weigh out the options. And then when you have a lot of money coming in, then you can invest that money to put it somewhere. And that's when you can go ahead and do a fix and flip or buy a rental, you know? Um, so yeah, that's like my quick explanation. Like if you're broke today, you need money today, wholesale, 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 or any other sort of like services or products that you can sell, quick, quick, quick to get that quick cash in right now today. When you have a lot of cash, then you're gonna be like, dang, I'm gonna pay all this money in taxes. I gotta do something. I gotta go spend it. So either you spend it back on your own marketing, so that's gonna help you make more money, hire more people, buy better CRMs or systems, or you buy some rental properties, you buy a freaking work truck. You ball out on like just back on the business. But before you have that money to ball back out on the business, you just worry about just making more money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would say my biggest problem in my wholesale thing is like motivated sellers. That's why my first one is just the hardest one because he's taught me that there's like PPL and PPC we can get into.
Yeah.
That's like constant every month. That's when you're bringing in consistency, something
Hmm.
like that. So that's like
Well,
the hard,
look,
like the number I'm
it
aiming
doesn't have to
for.
be PPC or PPL. You could even run the same way with mailers. You can even do the same thing with cold caller texts. You got to do a lot of it. So that's the thing. So, but when you have actual money to spend, you can go ahead you could basically hire more of everything. So if you're
You can
doing,
hire a VA, right?
yeah, definitely. So if you're doing cold call, for example, like you're saying, if you're doing cold call, you can start hiring more VAs. You can go buy 10 times more the list that you can afford right now. And now you have all these people going ahead and generating lead flow for you from doing all the legwork. If you're running mailers, now before you could only spend, let's say 2 grand a month on mailers. If you have a lot more money now, you can spend 10 grand a month on mailers. Just think about how many more hot leads you're going to attract, right? If you're running ads, you can spend 5 to 10 grand a month on ads. How many more leads are going to come in? Your job should be just like, right? But you need to still get there, get to that point. And to get to that point, I'll do anything like I'll do literally anything that it possibly takes to just get 1 to 2 deals and reinvest every little dime back into the business. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the softer guys out there will be like, oh, yeah, take 50% for yourself and reinvest like 50 or 30%. No, no, no. Like just go all in. Live like you're broke until you're just not broke no more. You know? And just dump all that money back into marketing and systems. The two most important things. Um, so, as soon as you can start generating constant lead flow is the only way that you're going to actually scale. And then you got to track all these numbers. So you need to know how much you marketed this month, or even down to a week, how much you marketed this week. I have all those people that were marketed to, how many people reached back out to us. I have all the people that reached back out to us, how many were actual leads? So meaning like hot leads. I have all those hot leads, how many contracts did we send out? Out of all the contracts that we got under contract, how many actually went through, right? So you got to track all those kinds of numbers, and then you can go ahead and keep on making it better and better and better. Oh, okay. Well, now I know my numbers are actually like falling off more on the contract. So what are we doing wrong? Why aren't the contracts being sold? Let me take a look, deep diver, dive deeper. Sorry. You basically look in. Okay, maybe these deals are being locked up too high. Maybe if some leads aren't converting over, now you start looking at those leads themselves. Start calling them to yourself, and you see like, oh, okay, these people aren't that motivated. Then you can dive deeper into like whatever marketing stream that you picked to attract them. Maybe your hook or whatever you're using to attract them is not nice enough. Or if you're doing cold call, sometimes maybe you're not pulling niche data like before. A couple years ago, mass marketing worked like crazy. Right now, mass marketing is kind of starting to go die, like it's starting to go dead. Um, and the riches are in the niches. So whatever you do pick, like pick it and then just dive super deep into it. Like there's people that are running 7-figure operations just off of cold call. There's 7-figure operators off of text. There's multi 7-figure operators off of mail, right? Every lead generation, every lead gen system that you pick, there's people out there making tons of money. So just pick one. If you want, try a few different ones and then see what you like. And then just be the master at it. Like you can hire out everything, but lead gen is something that you shouldn't hire out. Like you should manage it yourself, if that makes sense. Like go hire out the cold callers, all that stuff, but have a system towards it where you're managing them or you're managing what leads that they're calling. You have like a system to your madness because that's the only thing that's going to scale your business. It's the quality of leads that are coming in and the amount. You know, so it's like if you guys just like focus on two things, like those two are the biggest things ever. Because if you have too many leads coming in, you could be an absolute moron and end up closing deals, right? You just have enough leads coming in, and then those leads are actually decent, like quality wise. So those are like the two biggest things, and then you can start working and crafting other things. Okay, now we have leads coming in, the quantity is decent. Now we're closing and generating deals. Okay, now how can we make this more efficient? And then you start cracking down each little layer, and you see like where you're actually losing lead flow.
Right.
Right. So yeah, I know, Talia, you're
If you don't mind me asking, what'd you say?
I was gonna say, so you're basically your goal is to go for PPC once you get some decent money, right? Set to the side.
Yeah, once I crack that first one, I'm 100%. Everything's going back. I'm not even taking the 20% for myself.
Okay.
Like, I'm going back in the business, and you're guiding me to wherever I was gonna ask you, what's your system like? Like, where do you find most? And I know everybody's different, so I can't do the exact same. Like, I'm gonna try different strategies.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your most like? Yeah, this version of my wholesale over here brings in the most. This is where I'm most efficient at.
What do you? I'm not sure if I understood like what marketing stream.
Like you said, there's some people that bring in 7 figures in cold calling or texting. So what's yours?
PPC.
Like, PPC, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot. So.
Pay per click. So I run all ads, and at heart, I'm not a real estate guy. I'm a marketer. Like if you like took away everything from me today and told me that I have to go sell this plastic water bottle, but I can get 50,000 of them for $1 each, and I can go sell them for $20, I'll make a killing doing that. I don't care. If you told me like you ripped away everything from me tomorrow, but I have like 10 grand, and I can buy these plastic houses for 2 cents each and buy 10,000 of them and sell them for like $10 on the
Yeah.
internet, I can do that. That's like that's what I'm good at. I'm literally a marketer. If you gave me a shovel, like when I was like 10 and just threw me outside and be like, here, go make some money, I'll go door knock one by one, each person,
Yep.
be like, yeah, whose property am I about to shovel for $100 or something?
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I'm good at. At the end of the day is just generating leads. I'm not a good closer. Like I'm not, there's so many people that are better at closing than me. Have I developed closing skills for real estate from just doing so much? Yes. You know, but am I some of the like top best or anything like that? No. I just have sold so many things from cars, to services, to different sorts of products. That's how I picked up my sales skills and just inherited those abilities to sell. But at the end of the day, I'm just a marketer. I just go out there and I have the ability to put my work or product or service in front of a lot of eyeballs. And that's like
Yeah.
one thing I'm good at. So that's
Okay.
what I choose is PPC because I do my own stuff. You can
What's
hire,
the like what's the number one app you use though for like ads, like Facebook?
yeah, Facebook, Instagram,
Facebook.
Google. Yeah. I definitely want to try out TikTok before it gets banned. So, but that's a story for another day. It'll be more of like an experiment, you know. Because
Yeah.
I've heard of a couple of my buddies saying that they've actually like turned around and made deal flow from TikTok. I was just like amazed, but I'm sure it's
Yeah, the
possible.
first one I think is just like my hardest. So I can the first deal, I just want that to be like the start point of consistency, and somehow, even if it's one deal a month from that first one, you know what I mean, and then putting it back into where I now I can start making 2 deals a month.
Yes.
But it's just to get to that point.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to be starting at.
So I'm like maybe end of the year to next year, I'm gonna start mailers. That's like something that I've been like dreaming of doing for a while now. But I'm gonna do it for a multifamily, because I'm actually looking to buy. So I'm gonna start running mailers and for multifamily, and then and scale that and see how that goes. But touch it to the same exact CRM, and I won't have any sort of employees or anything. I'll just be running all that myself. Um, do I recommend like is that scalable? Not really, but I only need a few multifamily deals, like as much as I can handle.
Do you
Um,
think it's possible to get like 2 leads a month? Like, is it actually realistic for 2 deals a month off PPC? If you think that
it's
was to get started.
to start. What do you mean,
No, like when I first start, do you think that's like realistic? Do you think starting putting my full attention into PPC
bro? So
would that generate?
I think it's realistic that you can get 1 to 2 deals a month from any marketing stream,
Okay.
any marketing stream. If you rip away PPC away from me today and just leave me with $300, I can literally go get a deal by the end of this month. Okay, maybe not end of this month. We only have like 2, 3 days. But if you
Yeah.
start off from fresh from next month and just give me $300, I can literally all I need is gas money and some snack money, and I'll literally go out and look at foreclosures in my backyard. I'll go door knock the entire neighborhood, and then the next day I'll wake up and I'll be like, all right, cool. Here's my granola bar. Here's my Gatorade. I'm about to door knock a whole new neighborhood. I'll do that straight every single day for like 5 to 6 hours straight. And then when I get home, I'll follow up with all the leads that are calling me. I'll get a deal. If not, I'll probably get 2, 3 deals. And
Mhm.
I've done that so many times. So I used to actually work for a door knocking company. I used to sell pest control and solar. And so I've door knocked like 10,000 doors in Texas, door knocked a few more thousand in Missouri, St. Louis, in like the hood. Um, so like I'm so serious. Like I will literally go out there and door knock. Gotten deals from cold calling. I've gotten deals from text. I've even gotten deals from Craigslist ads that I've made, like posting ads on the internet in that way. Like going on Facebook groups, throwing up ads on there. Estate sales. Like I'm telling you, you guys don't need money to actually make deals happen. You need time and hustle. That's all. And you have to just outwork everyone else in your marketplace. Because I'm telling you, there's just not enough people that are willing to do that. Like, no one's out there willing to just go and door knock a whole freaking day and over again until they get a deal. No one's down to do that. No one's down to sit here and call for 10 hours straight. No one's down to do that. You know, like there's just people will do that, right? People will call, but they'll call 1 hour or 2 hours. They'll take a break. Like if you just have like laser sharp focus and you have the ability to just work like there's no tomorrow, you will outwork everybody and you'll get deals. You won't even give them a chance to get a deal in your neighborhood. You know, the only people that so here's the thing. When you go into like, the paid world, you go into the competition with the big dogs, right? There's hedge funds doing this stuff. There's hedge funds buying tens of thousands of properties every day. And they have people that are marketing, getting them deals, right? And they also buy deals off of people like me and you. But they're spending $100,000 a month, $50,000 a month. That's who you're in competition with. But if you're door knocking, only person you're in competition with is another person that's door knocking. If you're cold calling, only other person that you're in competition with is other people using that method, right? So, like for example, driving for dollars. Why people get so successful with that is because you can't buy an ugly house list. You know, only the person that's driving for dollars is going to have that list, right? So you gotta like think outside of the box, and you gotta see like what your competition is doing. And okay, like I have money to spend on marketing, and I have the ability to make my ads and my creatives a lot better than those big dogs that are hiring agencies. That's how I'm able to beat them, But before that, before I had enough money or skill to do that, I did things with my time, and I beat other people and competitors with my time, just outworked them, you know. So I hope that helps. And so, like, really, it does not matter what marketing campaign you choose. It just matters on how much you do it.
I've been doing AI with Facebook. I've been like using the AI paragraphs, throwing it on Facebook all over Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Nice.
But that just a lot of real estate agents and a lot of other wholesalers saw it tracks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna connect you with a buddy of mine. Um, and maybe we could work something out. So he has money to run campaigns and stuff, but he doesn't have enough time to actually sit there and nurture these leads and actually close them. Maybe I could link you guys both together because like at least I know you have the ability to close them, right? And work them because you're doing this full time now, right?
Well, I mean, almost full time. I work the weekends and Monday and Tuesday, and I get off at 2:30, and I go straight here to
Okay,
like 8 o'clock at night. So
perfect,
almost, but yeah,
perfect.
almost.
Okay. I mean, look, we could see maybe you guys can partner in together, right? Because I
Yeah,
offered him, like services to help him out as far as like, marketing goes and lead gen goes and in the trade off. But let me see what he says as well. And if you can full time like nurture everything like that, then I don't know, it's worth a conversation to have,
yeah.
you know?
And then I was gonna ask about level 4 on the thing. Is that gonna be posted or go up anytime soon? I know you were
Yeah, bro.
talking about
So
it.
we spoke about it a little bit last week as far as level 4
Yeah.
goes. What are you exactly wanting? I'll make a poll
Um,
to see what everyone does. But what do you think are some good ideas?
well, I know that you were talking about that it would be like old leads that you haven't really followed up on or something like that. You don't really follow up with them no more.
Yeah.
They're like not old, but you kind of push them to the side. Like you said, you have leads that only are a couple $1,000s, and you're not really trying to waste your time on that. But for like us beginners, it is something that's like, okay, that could help us majorly. So
Okay.
maybe that, I don't know. Because I think that's something that you said for
Yeah.
sure. Right here it says, so I don't know if that's something, I mean, not 100%. I
Sure.
know I told you the other
Right.
one was light, medium, and heavy rehab that I thought that would
Right.
be pretty good.
So here's what I can do. All the leads that are just not all the leads that are just like kind of going ghost on me. If you guys want to like reach out to those, I can post those in level
Yeah.
4, and then we can team up on them. Um,
Yep.
get rid of them to put them under contract, to negotiate, etc. it goes on and on. But I can do that, and then just make a little bit more in-depth course for lead gen, you know.
Yeah.
So for each different marketing campaign on how to scale, and then go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna see
I
exactly
think that
what my buddy says as far as like, his goes because he has the budget to invest into lead gen, um, halfway sorta. And so at least he can bring in some sort of lead flow. And then
yeah,
the thing is that anytime you go ahead and generate those kinds of leads, you need to be on top of them immediately. Because whenever
yeah,
someone like, in dire need of selling their home and they're like super motivated, they're not going to wait around. They're going to reach out to
yeah,
Talia. If you don't answer in 2 minutes, that's cool. Then they're going to reach out to Luke. Luke don't answer in 2 minutes. They're going to reach out to me. If I don't answer in 2 minutes, then they're going to reach out to BKT. Um, you know what I mean? So they're just going to keep bouncing. They're going to keep reaching out to many, many,
yeah,
many people. So also,
yeah.
BKT, you got your hand raised.
It's me. It's Brianna.
Oh, why do you got your name as BKT? What is this?
I'm like, he must not realize it's me.
Turn on your camera.
Well, I'm still in recovery. I'd rather
Okay,
not,
I
if
gotcha.
that's okay.
No worries. No.
So I don't know if you got my message or not. Is there a lockbox on Hillman?
And I'm not even too sure. Not
Okay, because one of the buyers that I just spoke to right now said he wants to do a walkthrough just because the pictures weren't too thorough.
gotcha. That was Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll let me finish this here, and I'll let.
Okay.
If you texted me while I was on here, I'm not like looking at anything else. That's why I was just talking
I
back.
figured that's why I'm like, let me hop online because he just asked me about it. And I'm like, oh, dang, I don't have an answer.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, Brianna, she actually helps me selling some deals. So, but yeah, Luke, what's your next step from here?
Next step is calling those people tomorrow and see if I can connect with them for sure, one on one.
Okay, you got to make a game plan. How many people have you set up goals for yourself? How many people you're gonna call every day?
Yes. Yes.
How many?
I'm working full time right now because I have bills to pay, but I plan on calling like at least 50 people a day
Okay, let's
with my
try to make that three times the number. Do like
okay.
150, and or make it your goal just to speak to three people a day. Speak to three
Okay.
people, right? So if it sometimes takes 200 calls to speak to three people, just do that. Sometimes it might take
Okay.
just 40 calls, you know? But that should be your goal. Speak to three new people every day and then put those three people in your CRM or, for now, if you're using Sheets or something like that, whatever it is, you need to add three new leads a day. And that's your goal. Sometimes it only
Okay.
might come out to one or two, but who cares? Your goal should be at three, Try your hardest to
Right.
get every day.
For
Um,
sure.
like I know Bruce Lee said something like, "I only start counting when it hurts," you know.
Yeah.
So that kind of like little strategy, just start counting the results, whatever it takes to get the results. Because I know I wouldn't just get off my dialer when I was cold calling. I would be
Right.
on a triple line dialer, so I'd be making three calls every call cycle, and I'd do three again, three again. So in like an hour, I'd call like 150 people if not more. And yeah, my goal was just to basically get at least two leads every single day. That was my goal, no matter what. Super achievable. So whatever that may be for you, make a super solid goal and just follow through with it, no matter what. If you're sick, if you're dying, I don't care. Just do it. If you're not dead, just do it. The only way that you
Right.
don't do this is if you're about to die, or like if you're actually just dying in the process or something like that. I have it right there since like the moment on my wall, since the moment I started all this. I told myself I'll do it or I'll die. Um, so every time I got like super hard, every time I want you to just break down and be like, damn, this is not working, blah, blah, blah. well, the only other option is for me to die, and I'm not trying to die tomorrow, so I'm gonna continue. You know what I mean? So just
Right.
don't give yourself any other option other than just keep going at it. Talia, what's your next step for you?
Just basically the same thing with the marketing and reaching out, keep talking to people through Facebook. And I think I'm pulling um, probate from the last time I pulled it. It was like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
So I think tonight, after the gym, I'm gonna sit down and pull all the probate since I pulled last time.
cool. I want you to hit every single estate sale that you can find on Facebook, no matter what
Oh,
stage
I'm
it is.
already hitting them. I
Yeah?
be hitting it like every other
Oh,
day. I do that, or I go through every day and I'll post some certain ones like
oh,
every
start
day.
making ads.
And I
Done. Okay. Go on every estate sale group and start making ads every single day. It will start compounding every single day. I don't care until they block you. Make so many ads that people get pissed off, right? That's how many ads you got to make. And then on Craigslist, I believe, huh?
that I'm like a cash buyer because
Yeah.
I'd be switching it. I have them in my notes. Like some I'll say I'm a cash buyer, and I also got other investors that
So
are
do
looking to
this.
add to their profile.
Go on ChatGPT and write down, I am a wholesaler that wholesales real estate. I am looking for motivated sellers to advertise to. Please make an ad copy for me to post on Facebook groups for estate sales. Enter. And then it'll give you an option and be like, give me five more different ones. And then go ahead and
I'm
just,
on it right
yeah,
now. I'm
just use
typing
those
it up.
five and like roll them around. If you need more ideas, go back on ChatGPT. I need more ideas. And just go hammer them, hammer them, hammer them, hammer them.
And you said
And then,
that I'm a wholesaler trying to wholesale, make me an ad, trying to get in contact with sellers. Okay.
yes, yeah, yep.
Yeah, it comes in handy for sure. Like Gemini, dude, works magic. And then I
Yeah.
got like this. I went out and bought like this, like the flip phone or whatever, the fold, because it's
Mhm.
bigger. And I work 4 days a week, so I'm like, I need something that I can carry around and make it bigger. So I went
Yeah.
and bought this, and this has like quick responses, like that are like from Gemini. So if somebody
Yeah.
texts me off of it, I can just go to Gemini and it'll respond to them, and I don't even got to think about it. So it
Nice.
just comes in handy. I don't want
That's
to
awesome.
switch to Samsung, but it is a little bit better than iPhone.
It is. It is.
It's a
I'm not
little,
even gonna lie. iPhone's just simpler. That's all. So,
yeah.
um, so yeah, just go ham at that. You can do like a deal a month from that alone. You just gotta do enough marketing, and you'll find whatever deals you find from estate sales. People are passing away, so you'll find some slamming deals on there. Anything you can get in Jersey, I'm here. I'll buy
Oh
myself.
yeah, I
Uh, so
know.
Luke, if you want to advertise in Jersey, I'll be your end buyer. I'm always looking for more properties in Jersey, but we wholesale nationwide, including Jersey too. If the deal's just not nice
And
enough,
then
I wholesale it off. What?
the real estate agent that I've been working with, he just like he's a good dude. He's a cool dude. But all
Yeah.
he sends me is Facebook ones that I've already been in contact with. Because all I do is sit on Facebook, even when at like 2 in the morning, I can't sleep. I'm like on Facebook. Hi, is this still available? Is this still available? Like hitting him up.
Yeah.
Like 3 days later, he's like, "Hey, Talia, look at this deal," and I'm like, I already contacted that person,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know.
Also,
He's
guys, if
he's
you guys
cool
ever
though.
run down into like some distressed property on your way to work or whatever, have some sticky notes. Here, give me a sec.
I got a couple myself in here.
Grab sticky notes like this and just write down. Like this is the same exact method I used to get tons of deals in South Jersey. Use sticky notes. You go down to any rundown hood, just a lot of distressed properties in that area. And you write down, "Hey, it's Sam. I have a question about your property. Put your phone number on there, and that's it." And I
Yeah,
have all
ones I look
pre-written.
for right here.
Yeah,
I look
look,
right here.
I
Yeah.
got them. I don't know if it's state. Yeah, it's not showing you, but I have them like written down everywhere. I don't know if it's focusing. Is it not? No, it's not. Not on this one. but I have like pads that are like completely filled out. So I just go and I just boom, boom, boom. Um, and don't do that anymore because I don't have time to. But if you have time and if you're trading your time for money, then like that's like the best way to spend your time for wholesale. You could backwards skip trace these owners. You know, you don't have to skip trace. They'll just go to their property, even if it's a month later, and they'll be like, "Who is this guy?" Let me call him. They're just confused. So just whatever you guys are doing, just up that. And then Talia, I'm gonna speak to my buddy and see if he wants to possibly do something with you or even have any sort of offer for you to run his leads.
Okay.
You know,
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
yeah. But all right, guys, I gotta get going. It's my mom's birthday right now, and I'm out here on the live with
Yeah.
you guys. But let's
My
get
21st is
Birthday, Mama Sham.
what?
my 21st is coming up next month and Thursday, and I
Nice.
have to get on. Yeah, on Thursday. Yeah. So I just
All right,
seen
we're gonna
that
celebrate
today.
your birthday on here, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can celebrate it with a deal. So
Right. That's why I thought getting that Germany dude on contract was like, oh, I'm
yeah.
about to close my first one on my 21st. It's gonna be
Thank you,
crazy.
Brianna. I'll definitely tell her. Um, but yeah, whatever you guys have questions with, let me know. Talia, let me know how the Facebook turns out. And just go
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
a blast.
There's so
Yep.
many deals on there, I promise you, bro. And if not, the only thing that is happening is other people are getting to them before you. So just like stay glued on
Okay.
it and have your notifications turned on for the group. Any posts that get posted, you should get a notification and you open that group up like this, and you reach out to that person.
Okay.
I don't even ask questions. I just try to get their phone number and speak to them. Just get them on the phone somehow,
Okay.
you know?
And
Uh,
just go at it every single day.
yeah, and if you need somebody to even go out there, I'll connect you with a few people that I got boots on ground over here. They'll run out to there, speak to these people in person and go from there too.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'll
I'll get to doing
partner
that
up
now.
and everything. What?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll get to doing that now, posting it. I
okay,
do, but I'll do it more
I got you. Well, all right, guys. Luke, it was awesome meeting you. Let me know if you need help too.
Awesome meeting you too, man.
Yeah, I'll see you guys again on Thursday, and hopefully we can get some more traction and get some more reps out there, get some more questions, or run into more roadblocks, and you guys are gonna like my post for tomorrow.
now. Okay.
All right,
For
so
sure.
have a great rest of your guys' night. Hopefully, I was able to provide some sort of value. You guys learned something, and let's freaking kill it.
Loved it.
All
Yeah.
right, later,
Thank you.
guys.
All right. See ya.
See ya.